And now we are learning new details about Tamar Braxton's apparent attempt to take her life. Her boyfriend shared a lot with a 911 operator after finding her unresponsive.
My girlfriend is not responding.
This is Tamar Braxton's boyfriend making an emotional plea to save her life. David Artificio broke down in tears during the 911 call after he found Tamar unconscious.
She's been drinking and on medication for depression. I don't know how much.
She was inside the Ritz-Carlton in LA after an apparent suicide attempt.
She sent a letter earlier. Anyway, just ask him to hurry.
David alleged that she was having problems with the network that airs her reality show, Braxton Family Values.
She was very angry earlier on. She has trouble with the network. A company she's working with.
The company, WEtv, had no comment on the report that Tamar had issues with them.
And it's come to this.
Right.
When do you get free?
Tamar is apparently awake now and communicating and has been transferred to a hospital specializing in mental health care, according to E! Online.
Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of Viral. I'm your host Kendrick Dix as we talk about Tamar Braxton. As we talk about what's going on with Tamar Braxton, the latest updates. First thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Viral here on Connect, and thank you all for watching. Tamar Braxton, you know, she needs to get her recovery. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe. As we talk about singer Tamar Braxton and reality show star Tamar Braxton, almost tried to commit suicide, and this is sad and unfortunate, and we're glad she's here, she's able to recover. But Tamar was going through the stresses of her job of WEtv not paying her the more than what she earned and deserved, and it leads to everybody wondering, checking on Tamar and how she's doing. Let's get the latest updates on what's going on with Tamar Braxton with this.
Tamar is now getting the proper help that she needs.
Nene Leakes took to Instagram Live Saturday to give fans an update on Tamar Braxton amid her reported hospitalization.
With Tamar and myself, we have been dealing with a lot of different issues. And I was trying to be her support system, and she was being my support system.
Nene continued by reiterating a similar message to what she wrote on her Instagram post the day before. A message about the downside that comes with being viewed as, quote, a strong person.
I have dealt with so much lately, and I just want to say that the Black Lives Matter movement has helped me in so many ways. If I told you the way that I was being treated in a certain way, you would not probably believe it. And same thing with Tamar. You just probably would not believe it, because you would think that because we are so strong, that why would we allow such a thing to happen? But sometimes when you're in certain situations, you don't have any other choice.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta star didn't share any details about what Tamar is personally going through, but she did say that people would soon find out.
She has been hurting, and we've all dealt with a lot of stuff lately. Just dealt with a really tremendous amount of stress. And we both pray and we both believe in the Lord, but you know, sometimes I'm human, and I would like to have a friend that I could lean on and I could trust them and really trust them.
Nene made it a point to thank her fans for their support.
Please continue to support. You don't understand how difficult it is for a lot of us to speak out and get the help that we need.
The reality star's comments about Tamar come after it was reported by The Blast that she was found unresponsive on Thursday by her boyfriend David Artificio at the Ritz-Carlton residences in Los Angeles. A spokesperson for the Los Angeles Fire Department told ET that they responded to a call at 9:57 p.m. on Thursday night for a reported unconscious adult female. They dropped the woman off at the hospital and said that they had no information on her current condition. Her rep told the Blast, quote, "Tamar had a very tough and emotional day. More information will be coming in the next few days. Please pray for her."
And I don't want any drama, you know? I'm living my best life.
When ET spoke with Tamar back in May, she seemed to be in good spirits, enjoying quarantine.
I'm eating my weights, you know, and I'm having fun with my boyfriend and great time with my kid, and I have absolutely no worries. And I have this amazing show on VH1, which is a dream job for me, a dream situation, and I am just in a really, really happy, good place.
All right, there, Tamar Braxton had her YouTube channel that she normally posts with her fiance, boyfriend. They talk about quarantine coupling or something like that, and all of a sudden they made the message that Tamar is not feeling so well, and there's reports that Tamar was almost wanting to commit suicide. This is a hellacious 2020 to start with the pandemic and a whole bunch of other celebrities leaving us. We don't want Tamar to be added on that list. We want her to be a survivor. Well, Tamar getting herself together with prayers, prayer warriors, and stuff like that in that nature. All right, let's see what you people had to say on the deep felt on Tamar Braxton on her condition. Take a look.
It just goes to show you how resilient we all are when we have to figure it out.
Tamar Braxton breaks her silence after being hospitalized. The star took to Instagram to thank fans for their well wishes and support over the last couple of weeks, explaining that over the past 11 years, there had been, quote, promises made to protect and portray my story. But she says she was betrayed, taken advantage of, overworked, and underpaid. Tamar adds, quote, "I wrote a letter over 2 months ago asking to be freed from what I believed was excessive and unfair. I explained in personal detail the demise I was experiencing. My cry for help went totally ignored." The 43-year-old said she felt discouraged and like she was no longer living, but rather existing for the purpose of a corporation's gain and ratings. Quote, "And that killed me." The performer concluded her lengthy post talking about mental illness, saying that it's real and that people have to normalize acknowledging it and stop associating it with shame and humiliation. She geotagged the post, "At peace with myself."
What's the emergency?
My girlfriend is not responding.
Are you with her right now?
Yes.
According to multiple reports, the Braxton Family Value star was found unresponsive by her boyfriend, David Adefiso, at the Ritz-Carlton residences in downtown Los Angeles where they were staying.
We're on the way. I'm going to stay on the line with you.
Okay, she's been drinking. It's like a half a she's on medication for depression. I don't know how much. She sent a letter earlier. Anyway, just ask him to hurry.
The Blast reports that Tamar has since been transferred to a hospital facility in Los Angeles to receive more specialized mental health treatment from top experts. On July 23rd, David gave an update on Tamar's condition, thanking people for their thoughts and prayers as she navigates professional and personal struggles, including her battle with depression. Quote, "Tamar is currently receiving the best available medical attention to address those struggles and strengthen her mental health, and her family and I will remain by her side throughout her treatment." In May, the Crazy Kind of Love singer reflected on her fighting spirit.
I'm one of those women, just like all the women in America that I run into, is that, you know, we never give up. We do whatever it takes. It's like everything is hard, but nothing is too hard.
Best friend Tamar Braxton has finally spoken out, so get in here, get in here, get in here. Literally 50 minutes ago, Tamar Braxton released a statement, and baby, it goes into a whole lot of detail, where she is illuminating so much of what we've been questioning. Now, there's still some unanswered questions, and we're going to talk about this, but I want to talk to you about what she wrote, honey, and we need to dig into this right now, okay? So click like and click share, and make sure that you tag your most opinionated friends in this. And as all of you all already know, these are not normal celebrity celebrity gossip videos. I love those videos. I follow those channels. Shouts out to all of them, all right? What we do in my videos, however, is we use the celebrity stories as a foundation for being able to discuss bigger, life-changing issues that can help all of us, all right? So get in here, get in here, get in here. And like I said before, click like and click share, baby, because we had a whole lot to discuss, all right? So as you all know, Tamar was hospitalized, what was it, like 2 weeks ago or so, because allegedly she had attempted to harm herself. Let's just leave it at that, all right? I don't know what happened. In the letter, she does talk about mental health, so it would seem that maybe she's indicating that maybe our suspicions about what happened based on what David's her boyfriend, what David told the paramedics, maybe that actually is what happened. We don't really know. What we also know is that this is happening during a time where she's having major tension with her television network, WEtv. She even said that some of the network's actions back then made her question taking her own life, all right? Let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm not going to read the full letter because we don't have that much time, but what I will do is at the end of the video, I will include the letter. That way you can read it for yourself and come to your own conclusions. I do, however, want to highlight 2 parts of this letter that I want to have a little conversation about, all right, baby, because we got to dig deep into this, all right? So in this letter that Tamar wrote, she says, over the past 11 years, there were promises made to protect and portray my story. I think she's referring to WEtv, obviously. She says, with the authenticity and honesty I gave, I was betrayed, taken advantage of, overworked, and underpaid, honey. We can't have that, honey, all right? You got to be paid your coin, especially if they're going to be putting you through all this mess. But she goes on and says, I wrote a letter over 2 months ago asking to be free from what I believe was excessive and unfair. I'm assuming she's referring to her contract and her dealings with the television network. She goes on and says, I explained in personal detail the demise I was experiencing. See what I said before? Her letter was her giving a clue, baby. She was letting us know that something was going down, that the ship was about to sink. Let's keep going. She says, my cry for help went totally ignored. However, the demands persisted. So she's basically saying that they ignored when she was saying that she was seemingly in emotional duress or something was going on, but they kept on making demands on her. Let's see here. She says, it was my spirit and my soul that was tainted the most. My God. She says, there are a few things I count on most to be: a good mother, a good daughter, a good partner, a good sister, and a good person. Who I was began to mean little to nothing because it would only be how I was portrayed on television that would matter. It was witnessing the slow death of the woman I became that discouraged my will to fight. Oh my gosh. I felt like I was no longer living. I was existing for the purpose of a corporation's gains and ratings, and that killed me. Whew. Did she not spill the tea, honey? And you know, let's pay attention to the timing of things, okay? She put out this statement, what was it, almost just a day after WEtv put out their own statement expressing concern for her and also saying that they were delaying the premiere of her show, Tamar Get Your Life. They were supposed to premiere today, I believe, but now this thing is going to premiere on September the 10th, and you know we're going to all be tuned in for that, okay? And now she comes out a day later seemingly portraying their relationship very differently. And let me tell you, go back and check the receipts. Didn't I say just yesterday that there seems to be some dissonance between how Tamar portrays their relationship and how WEtv portrays their relationship? From We's side, it sounds as if they care about her and all this goodness, and from her side, she basically almost make it sound like they just cracking that whip, you know, basically, I don't want to say exploiting her, but basically using her for ratings, even if it means her mental health is sacrificed in the meantime, all right? Let's go on a little bit. I got another paragraph I want to read this to you, okay? This is something else right here. This touched me the most. She says, I'm learning to grow through my pain instead of looking for an escape. Ooh, honey. Oh, did that touch a place in you? Let me read that again, honey, okay? She says, I'm learning to grow through my pain instead of looking for an escape. I'm on an irreversible path to healing. I'm taking my time. It is of utmost importance that I find my happy and my health through professional treatment for the sake of my whole heart. Logan, isn't he just a darling little boy? Look at him right there, who I forgot in my moment of distress and desperation. And giving this journey my undivided attention, that's what she's doing. My rise will not be in vain. I will make it my mission to establish the initiative that fights for the ethical business practices in reality TV, fights for the ownership of our businesses, promotes growth and evolution of our stories, and gives us 100% equity in our freedom. Right on, girl, honey. I'm with you there, girl, okay? She says, my love for my support system and everyone who chose to love me when I no longer love myself is infinite, and I'm forever grateful. I pray you will stand with me and be courageous enough to share your own truth. Tamar, girl, baby girl, I love you to death, honey. Because what you did, girl, was you did not allow your trauma and what you went through to make you bitter. You allowed it to make you better, baby, okay? You are taking that valley and going to a mountain high, and you're taking us along with you, okay? What you're telling us in this moment is do not allow yourself to have anyone else tell your story. Don't allow anyone else to abuse you and use you to their own benefit. And I'll tell you this, baby doll, I am so proud of you that you are using your platform to promote people getting to healing, and you're promoting people getting into mental health treatment, and that you are promoting healthy mental health. And here's another thing we got to recognize that Tamar is indicating, I think, without even saying it. Our mental health is directly connected to who we give access to and also what we allow ourselves to tolerate. I don't know if it was her business relationship with we that may have contributed to her what seems to be a breakdown within that moment that caused her to perhaps hurt herself or, and need to go into treatment. But what I will say is this, is that clearly this is what she keeps on referring back to, which is her relationship with the company and what they did to her in spite of her cries for help. So again, there's always three sides to every story. There's Tamar's side, there's the network side, and then there's what actually happened here. So I'm not here to say that Tamar is right, nor am I here to say that the network is wrong. What I am here to say, however, is I'm happy that she's sharing her story and encouraging other people to take ownership of their story and not allow anyone else to control their life or control their story, honey. Pay close attention to this baby, okay? Because she's teaching you a lesson even within her pain. And that's why we rock with Tamar. All right, y'all. So keep on tagging me on posts. Tag me. Let me know what's going on here. And a special thanks to my best friend, Fluff to Buff Diva, who tagged me on this story just about 5 minutes ago. Thank you, girl, because I love when y'all tag me on stuff, darling, and keep me in the loop. Best friends, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
What up, though? So I saw the information about Tamar and her being hospitalized because of a suicide attempt. And guys, I just want to share just a bit of information, especially from somebody who has went through similar things, right? A lot of people think that something just suddenly happened and then the person broke or they got overwhelmed and whatever the case may be. No, when you get to feeling like you no longer want to be here, baby, there has been a lot of stuff that has built up. And what you don't deal with, it will deal with you. What you don't process, it will process you. So I encourage you to find somebody to talk to, find an outlet, find a way to deal with those things that come up in life. Some things we may bring on ourselves, some things maybe not, but all things have to be dealt with. Take care of yourself and remember, you are somebody. So am I. The Lord loves you.
Depression is real.
Tamar Braxton's fans are concerned after reports surfaced that the star attempted suicide.
It's not nothing to take lightly, but that's what pushed me into wanting to tell my story and wanting to talk about it. It's not something that people want to talk about, but it needs to be talked about. It has to be talked about. Prayer doesn't work in the moment, okay? It don't. That's from experience. When you down and that's in your mind and that feels like your only resort, prayer is not going to help you in them 2-3 seconds where you're making your mind up. How the hell does your diet have to do with being in depression? It don't. Some people just need to shut the hell up. If you don't know depression, if you've never been in depression, don't say nothing. Because you're most likely going to say the wrong damn thing.
and you're gonna piss somebody off, and most likely it'll probably be me. Erica, nobody cares about your story. You're just doing this for attention, blah, blah. First of all, the only reason why I tell my story is because, first of all, it helps me get through it. And then second of all, because I know there's other people out there that deals or has dealt with the same thing, and it helps them to know that they're not alone. If y'all ever need to talk to somebody, please, if you know me, hit me up. Even when I'm going through it, I'm still there for other people. So if y'all ever need to talk about anything, you can hit me up.
Like I said, Tamar Braxton is a fighter. She's going to recover from this. She's going to be better. But like you said, you never know. The strongest sort of people you think would be able to overcome adversity sometimes have their low moments and low points in life. We all have to remember that sometimes you need to reach out and see how they're doing and check on them and see everything's right with their mental faculties. I think Tamar Braxton is a perfect example of strength and courage and fortitude, and she will get through this, and this shall pass, and this shall be a testimony to her, for her and for always. All right, thank you all for watching this edition of Tamar Braxton Viral Special. Thank you once again. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long, and we'll see you next time for another edition of Viral. Hello everyone, this is Kendrick for your Viral Preview. On the Viral Preview this week, we talk about Tamar Braxton on her recovery process. Tamar Braxton almost committed suicide due to the pressures of being on reality TV and not being paid enough. Tamar Braxton is the epitome of courage, strength, wisdom, and she will make it, and this shall pass. We'll talk about Tamar's latest condition and her road to recovery. All this on a Viral special. Check your local listings.